Good evening and welcome to Manning Field as we're underway in Northeastern Conference Girls Soccer. Lynn English in their school colors maroon, taking on Malden. Malden, outstanding soccer. They're 13-2-1. English is 3-11-1. Haley Smith Welton throws it in. I was walking across the street. She came over and said hi to me, threw her arms around me, gave me a big hug. I told her the people in the stands were looking and saying, look at that old man hugging that gorgeous girl. I said, my reputation just increased tenfold. It goes out off English. Rick Cecida, the head coach, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, for Malden. Very nice guy. Looking for a break. English trying to break it up. And it gets knocked away. I think that's Gamboni knocking away. Malden brings it right back. We're looking for 2 wins in a row for Lynn. St. Mary's had a big 3-0 win over Boston Latin Academy. Now, from long range, they shoot it wide, stays out to the right, behind the net and out of play. Popping it toward the net, bounces. Rosales comes out, reaches up between 2 white shirts and takes the ball away. Good job by the goaltender, Pamela Rosales. And that's going to go off English. Zaheen was going to try and let it go out of play. Malden was going after her, so she had to play it. It went out. And Malden will get the first corner kick. Coming from the near side. It's been a wacky, strange day here at Manning Field or anyplace else. They got a head on it and knocked it right to Rosales. It started out 11 o'clock or so, pouring rain. It stopped, got to the ballpark, sun was shining, bright sunshine, and all of a sudden it got black and the rains came extremely hard just as St. Mary's was starting their game. And then halfway through, the sun would pop out, it would come back, go in, go out, and then the rain came back and now went right through the wickets. Rosales went down to get the ball, and it went right by her. Right through her legs. And you can't get an easier goal than that. English has a problem getting goals. Zayas is their leading scorer. And if she doesn't score, they don't score. But giving up a goal like that, they got it to the net. Rosales just went down to play it very easily. And all of a sudden, it slipped right through the wickets. And sitting in an open net. I got to look again because I thought it was number 2. And he gave me an updated version of his roster, and he doesn't have a number 2. They do have a number 2. Petrus de Oliveira Sagado. She'll never get an easier goal than that. If you were dreaming about the easiest way to get a goal, you would not come up with that scenario. The ball rolling to the goaltender, and the goaltender going down to just pick it off and kick it away. And it was a Bill Buckner play going back to the Red Sox. It just went right through the wickets, and it laid right in front of the open net. And now she almost got another one. She took it away from the defender, got a good solid kickoff. Rosales got a piece of it. It went up, hit the top crossbar, and came down right in front and didn't go in. So de Oliveira Sagado almost got her second. So he knocks it away. English trying to knock it deep. Zayas takes it away. Gets it to the middle. They get it back to Biondi. She gets broken up. Welton knocks it deep. Audrey Carlton is the goalkeeper. She comes out and gets it. They knock it to the far side. Hustling, keeping it in. They tip it by, and it gets cleared away by English. Trying to knock it back to the net. Rosales, and once again, and they hit the post. Once again, Rosales misplayed it. It went right by her. And once again, de Oliveira Sagado was there with an open net to bang it home, and she banged it off the post. It was almost a videotape replay. Corner kick coming from the far side. Skips past. They got a head on it, but they tipped it wide of the net and out of play. I mentioned Rick Casita from Malden. Ed McNeil, one of the true veterans coaches, maybe the dean. They deflected from one English player off another English player, almost put it in the net. Rosales had to make a save. They knock it upfield, it gets by everybody. Skips right past and over the foot of Olivia Forestier. Welton will take the throw in. English makes a substitution. Welton fanned on it. Gamboni knocked it off Malden. We'll get a substitution for the Lady Bulldogs. And now it goes off English. Pushing it ahead. Garcia is there. She's the center fielder on defense. She got back and made the play, and English clears it away. Zayas with it. Trying to knock it deep, deflected away. English comes up with it. Zayas picks it up. Malden takes it away. And they knock it out of play. Walton will take the throw in. Zayas pass blocked. Walton pops it up to the far side. Garcia breaks it up. Malden knocks it deep. Rosales will come way out of the net, out almost to the 10-yard line, and boot it away. Garcia knocks it deep. They push it too far. They were trying to find Forestier breaking down the near side, and it went out of play. Walton will take the throw in. Zayas knocks it upfield, but it goes out of play. He tipped it ahead. Malden gets there first, knocked it ahead again, and knocked it too far. It goes out of play. And they're calling it off English. So Malden will get another corner kick coming from the far side. Rosales hustles out, steps up, got a hand on it, knocked it down, grabbed it quickly, and kicks it away. Zayas gives it back to Perez, try to get it back. Malden picked it off. Rapley broke it up. Rapley will track it down. Rapley winds up knocking it out, and they're calling it off Malden. Rapley battling it again. Malden takes it away. Knocked it down the far side. Yes, they pushed it right through the wickets from one side to the other. They pushed it right between the legs of Rapley, threw it across, came to the other side. They got the shot off, and they didn't get it to the net. It stayed out to the near side and out of play. Off Rapley, she knocked it back. Garcia will knock it away. Malden takes it away. Garcia broke it up. Trying to slip it in front. Welton does a nice job of knocking it away. LEHS knocking it upfield. Biondi knocked it deeper. There's a little shift there by the defender knocking it upfield. And they'll take it back the other way. Garcia broke up that long pass. Pushed it too far in front, and then Garcia knocked it out of play. Popped it to the net. Rosales had it, bobbled it, and then dove on it. And she'll kick it away. Malden keeping the pressure on. Tipping it around. Trying to get a shot off. And passed it back and threw it behind the intended receiver, and it goes out of play. And Garcia will kick it away. And look, might be Zaheen kicking it away. Always cracks me up. It went out of play off to the right side. They're going to kick it from the left side on your screen. Malden keeps it in play. Welton knocks it away and goes and gets it. And she bangs it off Malden out of play. Nice job by Kaylee Smith Welton. Substitutions for both teams. LEHS knocked it deep. It's got a head on it. Knocked away from Martinez. Malden coming back the other way. Down the far side. And Rapley is there to knock it out of play. He just knocks it out again. Garcia will knock it upfield. And getting there first was Soma Bazat. She's the deep center fielder. We've mentioned Pamela Rosales in net because she's had to do so much here in the early going. We only mentioned Audrey Carlton once. She hasn't had to do anything. She's been a spectator. Garcia, Malden keeping it in the English end. Back to Bazat. She kicks it to the far side. Malden coming right back. Malden just kept it in. Now trying to walk in. Lost it off her foot. English will make a substitution. And Zaheen again will kick it away. Brooke Zaheen. And that's going to bounce up and get somebody on the hand. They are staying with it, trying to get around. Bangs it off. Malden deflected. And here's Carlton coming out of the net to grab it to make sure it doesn't go out of play. And she'll kick it away as we're halfway through this first half with Malden leading it 1-0. Down the near side, Zaheen. Those are two number 4s battling each other. Tried to center it, didn't get much on it. There was Nua Choiki. Malden will make a couple of substitutions. English only has a couple of subs on their bench. They got a few people hurt. Another one of those long days here at Manning Field. We had St. Mary's girls, the first one getting a win. English girls here now. And it should be a very good one. Classical boys against the Malden boys. It's loose. Still loose. And they knock it in the net. They couldn't come up with it. They couldn't clear it. I think it was Garcia that cleared away when they looked like they had an open net. And then it kept bouncing around. Nobody could get anywhere near it. And then Susan DeLeon Pauls knocked it home. She was just standing in the area. The ball went to the ground and she just tapped it in. It went off Rosales. It was there. Malden had a chance to knock it in. I believe it was Garcia who turned into a goaltender and knocked it away. But they couldn't knock it far. And DeLeon Pauls was there to knock it home. So all that pressure is paid off. English takes it away. Trying to knock it deep. They get it to the middle. English pumps it ahead. Malden breaks it up. And they take it right back to the English end. Down the far side. Pass in front. Drifted by. Rosales again went down to get it and it slipped right by her. But they're getting a call. Whether it was offside or not. Little late whistle. Garcia will kick it away from the 5-yard line. For a minute, I thought they were going to get Malden a penalty kick. They tip it ahead. Garcia knocks it away. Coming to the near side. Slips past Zayas. Nice defense there by Welton taking it away. They were pushing it to Zayas. Zayas thought they were going to knock it a little bit further. She turned her back, and they slipped it way behind her. And Malden took it away, and now Malden loses it out of bounds. Bouncing around, Malden getting control. Nice little shift, but threw it back too far and beyond. He was able to get it and clear it away. Malden takes it right back. Little shift to get around, trying to walk in, passing it in front. They fanned on the shot. And finally, everybody's standing around wondering, did it go off me? Did it go off you? Is it still in play? They finally call it off Malden, and Garcia will kick it away. Malden picks it off. They get in the middle and pushed it too far. They were trying to line up a shot, and they pushed it way too far. Garcia was able to clear it away. English can't clear it out. Malden shot in the net. And that's DeLeon Pauls getting her second. They couldn't clear it out. She was inside the 5-yard line and just beat Rosales inside the far post. And Malden is inched a little further away. 3-0 now. Biondi clears it away. Walter with a nice takeaway. And Malden returns the favor. That's Bazat knocking it away. They knock it back in the English end. Bazat with it. Malden trying to knock it deep. Instead, they knocked it right into the Malden bench area out of play. Malden will make mass changes. English makes one. Those English, Ed McNeil really limited his bench with only 3 subs. They knock it deep down the near side. Can they get there? No, they can't. Chuiki, they were trying to send her down the near side. She had a burst of speed, but she couldn't get there before it went out. Welton will take the throw in. Offside, Malden. They sent the pass and it went a little too quick. Nice little shift by Chuiki. And Walton got a piece of the pass and knocked it out. Ten minutes and counting left in this first half. A good one for Malden. English hasn't come close to getting a shot on net. They've only had the ball in the Malden end a couple of times. And they haven't been very deep in the Malden end. And it's been down in the English end virtually the entire game. And now, I don't know whether Rapley got a piece of it with her hand. She headed it away. Looked like it went out off Malden, but they're going to give Malden a free kick from the 15-yard line. And he knocked it wide left and out of play. Emrod Bonet, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, was the one with that shot. Good hard shot. And just pushed it wide past the net. They lob it for Zayas. She can't get there. Defender wouldn't let her get anywhere near the ball. Carlton came out at the side of the net and kicks it away. Zayas was trying to get that ball down deep, trying to get a shot off, and the defender wouldn't let her get to the ball. Now Chayuki is going to get called for offside. I think it's Chuiki. Nua Chuiki. If I remember correctly from last year, I think there were two of them. The only reason I remember is 2 weeks they were, I don't know what to call them, the headscarves. I know there's a name for them, I do not know. They pushed it toward the net. Rosales coming way out of the net, will play it and kick it away. Malden drops it back, and then they knock it out. Aline Koenig, or Koenig. wailing away at it, and I think she went up and out in front of her. She reached, I think, got a piece of it with her hand. That was Sophia Raperti. They kick it downfield. It skips past Zayas. Couldn't get there before Bazat could. Now they bang it out off Malden. Zaheen with the throw-in. And official standing right there, and it went out. I didn't think he called it, but they did. They called it. I thought they were going to let it go. Malden will get the throw-in. It goes out off English. And we'll get a Malden substitution. They knock it by. Couldn't keep it in. Garcia will kick it away. English knocks it deep. Looking for a break. They catch it from behind, and Bazat knocks it out of play right to Ed McNeil, standing at almost at midfield. They had one-on-one there for a minute. Now Malden letting it go out of play. He'll take the throw-in. English tipping it to the front. Zayas couldn't get there. She got bumped off the play. Everybody stopped. I thought they were going to give the free kick to English, but they didn't. And then Carlton just kicked it away. Zayas looking for somebody to help. There's nobody there. She was looking for somebody to pass to. There's nobody to get it to. She was all by herself. Garcia sticks a foot in and knocks it out of play. They keep it in. Malden winds up with it deep in the corner. They bang it off English. For a minute, I thought they weren't going to give it to her. Official was pointing down like he was going to call offside or whatever. And that's the second goal by Beatriz de Oliveira Segado. So she's got 2. And Susan De Leon Pals. Pays, I guess it's P-A-I-S. Pays has 2. And it's now 4-0. And we got battle going on, everybody banging and pushing, and they call it on Malden. He is looking for help. Looking for somebody to break. And there's nobody there. when you get to the point where Zayas is your leading scorer, people are standing around waiting for her to score. She's looking for somebody to pass it to. She knocks it deep, but there's nobody down there. Bodies go down as English winds up with it, and Malden breaks it up. And they kick it away. Final 2 minutes and counting. And it bounced up and got Malden on the hand, so English will get a free kick. Garcia from midfield. Popped up field. Choiki coming down the near side. Pass actually got through. And then Garcia breaks it up. Choiki hustling. She'll keep it in. That's great hustle. Gets around the defender. Spins again with another nice move. And drilled it high and wide and out of play. Couple of spinning plays by Choiki. And got a little too much leg in it from a tough angle. And blasted it far and wide as the first half comes to a close. So a big first half for Malden. English did not get a shot on net. Malden put 4 in the net. And at halftime, it's Malden 4, English nothing. They tried to throw it to the far side. It deflected off Malden, out of play. The throw was at the English bench area. She ran almost down to the Malden bench area to take the throw in. And the referee said, you can't do that. You got to go back. She ran about 30 yards to make the throw in. Zayas with it. Knocks it deep, but there's nobody there. Now it deflected, and it wound up on the foot of Ogbuke. They bounced it off Malden. Behind, you get a piece of it, but it gets deflected back to midfield. Malden collects, pass picked off. They knock it deep, and they knock it all the way back to Bazat. Choiki throws it out in front. Rosales came out of the net to try and get it. Couldn't. And Malden is there to knock it home. Nobody could get possession of the ball. Malden finally got it. And Rosales was way out of the net trying to go get the ball. And she couldn't get back. And that's Susan DeLeon Page hat trick. So Malden makes it 5-0. Gets knocked out by Rapley. Mejia will take the throw-in. And it goes out off Rapley again. Little tip. Rosales comes out, grabs it, holds on. Didn't really whack it hard, just try to tip it over Rosales' head. Beatrice de Oliveira Sagana was the one that had that opportunity. She would have had a hat trick. Biondi knocks it deep. Bazat is back there to pick it off. Popped up. Malden winds up with it. And it's almost like Malden's looking to play keep away. Tohiki gets a head on it, knocks it upfield, going to get it, and trying to center it. Couldn't get a lot on it. Just kind of chipped it off to the right side. Rosales came out to the side of the net, grabbed it, and she'll kick it away. Knocked deep. Rapley looking to get there, and she does, and she knocks it out. And it goes out of play. English will kick it away. And it'll be Zaheen doing the honors. Zayas battling with Mejia, gets around her. Retreats. Knocks it to the far side, and it's going to go out of play. English will get the free kick from the 35. I'm a little bit mesmerized by watching the planes coming in. They fly over Manning and Fraser Field. Zayas kicks it wide left. And it always amazes me that they almost look like they're being pulled along by the lead plane. There's a plane, and then it looks like there is even a football field between the two. And when you look back, there's another one right behind that one, and they don't even look like they're moving. They almost look like they're standing still. I'm looking at flashing lights on two planes, and they look like they're 20 yards apart. I think they're a lot closer than they're supposed to be. Knocked away by Walton. She's played well. English with the throw in. Headed up and knocked away. Trying to knock it deep. Looking Chewicki down the near side and knocked away nicely by Rapley, but it goes out of bounds. Good defense by Raven Rapley. Shot. Rosales makes the save. And again, that was Beatrice de Oliveira Sagado looking for a hat trick. Mejia knocks it to the net. Rosales comes way out, can't get it. She lost track of it, knocked it down. It was loose. She was way out of the net. And they knocked it wide, right, and out of play. And that was DeLeon Pays looking for 4. Chewicki sends it back. Malden with a nice fake. They take the shot and it goes wide left. Good look. Good hard shot by Sophia Raperti. And she just pulled it wide left. She made a nice little deke and pulled it around the defender to get loose for the shot. Bounces by everybody. Mejia drops it back to Bazat. I said Bazat, there's Darcy Cummings back there playing the deep center field. English trying to tip it ahead. Popped up. Malden knocks it away. And they knock it into the Malden bench area. And they're calling it off English. And they called contact on English. So Malden did knock it out, but they called English for contact. And Malden will kick it away. Pop to the net. And there's Rosales again. She loves to come out of the net. It's always good to come out of the net if you can get the ball. Broken up by Zaheen nicely. She's played well, along with Garcia. They knock it ahead, trying to get to Zayas. And before they could do that, Cummings was there to knock it away. Zayas takes the shot from long range, and that's the first shot they had on net. Carlton able to make the save, and she got a good look, able to make the save easily. Yes, banging it ahead, tipped. Malden knocks it away. And he knocked it into the Malden bench area. English will get the throw in. Cummings again knocks it away. Biondi had it, trying to turn to get a shot. Blocked, and now they knock it upfield. It's going to go out of play. Rapley will take the throw in. "15 minutes into this second half as it's headed out by Caitlin Minnie. And looking to try and keep it in. Whitehouse got a foot on it but couldn't keep it in. And then it goes out off Mejia. Choiki, nice. Wilton, nice job. Just reached in with a foot, knocked it away, broke it up, slowed it down. Malden will make a substitution. Out off English. Out off Tejada. Headed away by the Bulldogs. They knock it back to Cummings. Couple of nice shifts. Walking in, made the pass. Choiki got there just ahead of Rosales again. Rosales come way out of the net. And just as she was going down to get it, Choiki reached in and pushed it by her. So Darcy Cummings made a very nice move, beat a couple of defenders, got it down, pushed the pass ahead. Choiki going for it. Rosales coming out of the net looking to go get it. And just as she reached down for it, Choiki just got a piece and just snuck it inside the near post. They're going to call Cummings, I think, for knocking Tejada down. English will get a free kick just inside the 25-yard line from a left angle. Zayas gets it to the net and sneaks it through. It shot hopped and it went in. She drilled it to the net. Carlton came out to get it. When she reached down, I think she thought it was going to take a big hop and come up to her. It took a short hop and it just snuck right through her. And Zayas gets English on the board. So they avoid the shutout. She's their leading scorer. Choiki's pass way too far ahead. for White House out of play. Garcia will get to kick it away. Back upfield, chasing it, can't save it. It goes out of play. Zaya's trying to get there. Cummings gets there first and knocks it out of play. Zayas will put it in play. They get it back to her. She was looking to get the shot off. Takes it to the middle. She was trying to line up a shot. And anything tonight, you get a ball off a finger or a shot off your hand, or it's going to hurt like crazy because it is ice cold out there. And we've got some very loyal fans sitting in the stands watching this. We've reached the halfway mark of the second half. Malden is comfortably ahead. And I think the game is going just the way most people thought it would be when you got a team 13-2-1, you got another team 3-11-1. And English's problem is once the other team scores, you can almost write the game off because English has a lot of trouble putting the ball in the net. Zayas knocked it away and gets it. Nice little shift. Still with it. Knocking it deep. And the only one there is Carlton, the goaltender. Tahiki tips it. English breaks it up. English breaks it up again. Welton. She played very well. Tip toward the net. English gets there and clears it away. And it went right over the flag, so I don't know if they're going to call it a throw-in or a penalty kick. Or a free kick, excuse me, from corner. And it's a throw-in. Now I'm not sure what they're doing. They were about to throw it in. Now they're going to go and they're calling it a corner kick. So they change positions. The thrower goes back, the kicker goes there. Malden got a piece, looking for another piece. Can't get a shot off. English cleared it away. And now shot deflected. Rapid will let it go out. And English will get the throw in. And they bounce it off Tejada. And they let it go out of play. Garcia will kick it away. Garcia knocks it away. Malden keeping it in. Walking in, still walking in, takes the shot and scores. They couldn't keep her away. She kept getting a piece. She finally got loose. Looked like Rosales even got a piece of it, but it got tipped into the net. That's Beatrice de Oliveira Sagado. She's got a hat trick. So 2 hat tricks by Malden. A singleton by Choiki. And it's 7-1. She just kept working. She bounced it off. She outfought a couple of defenders. From a little bit of a right angle, Rosales was right at the post. She took the shot. Looked like it went off Rosales' hand into the net. And now Zaya's trying to make a move, lost it out of bounds. Shot blocked. Shot. Tipped and into the net. Off Rosales again. That's about the 4th time that Rosales has got a piece of it. It wound up going in the net. I'm looking for her to turn around so I can get her number. Trying to pick up a number for the goal. I think it was Erica San Miguel Campos. 21. Rosales plays it. So Malden got 4 in the first half. They get 4 here in the second half. Shot blocked out in front. English clears it away. Tejada knocks it upfield. Zayas lost it. She was trying to get around Genevieve Murphy. Murphy was going to throw it in. Now she's going to be replaced. But Murphy's staying in. She's going to move up front. Somebody else is going out. They exchange shirts coming in. I'm not sure why they do that, but the sub coming in hands the shirt to the player going out. So when Shore was coming in, she tried to hand the shirt to Murphy, and Murphy was running to go. They were moving her up front. She wasn't coming out of the game. Shore wound up with the shirt and didn't know what to do with it. And I think it was finally Raperti who came out. So Malden's going to sweep here. They beat Glasgow girls here. And they're certainly going to win this one, leading 8-1. And it's been an easy ride for Audrey Carlton. She made one save on a long shot by Zayas, and then she thought she had an easy save. And when she went to get it off a shot from Zayas, it shot hopped her and went into the net. And that helped English avoid the shutout. Day's not finished yet. Long day here at Manning Field as we get 10 minutes left in this one. Pretty good boys game coming up. Win Glasgow boys against the Malden boys. Malden will be looking for a sweep. Glasgow will try to make it 2 out of 3 for Lynn teams after St. Mary's girls won the first game today. Malden takes it away, clears it upfield. And now they knock it deep. And they knock it by. Rosales coming out, got a piece of it. And then hustling back was Garcia to knock it away. Rosales came way out of the net to try and block it from Murphy. She got a piece of it. It was bouncing toward the net. Murphy went to go get it. Garcia came up from behind, and I thought Garcia knocked it out. Malden was going back upfield. They're gonna get the ball. I was wondering why everybody was running upfield. There was nobody around except Garcia, who knocked it out of play, making a nice defensive play. Skip pass is loose out in front. Nobody can get a piece of it. English finally clears it away. Everybody was swinging. They had a better chance of kicking somebody in the knee than they had of putting the ball in the net. Nobody could get a piece of the ball. And it finally gets tipped wide and out of play by Malden. That was like everybody on the field swinging and missing, trying to get a piece. The ball was rolling around. English finally cleared it away. And Rosales is going to get a rest. They're taking Rosales out. I have no idea who this is now in net. I didn't see her number as she was coming in. Malden just kept it in. Walking around, trying to walk in. They drill it, and a nice save. The goaltender there went down on both knees, leaned against the post, and squeezed that shot. Made a very nice save. I wish I knew who it was. One of the people missing for English in this one was Juliana Perry. She got hurt in the last game. Malden. Murphy again pushes it wide to the right. Out off the Lady Dogs. Taken away by Murphy. 2-on-1. Shoots it to the net. They make the save, bobble it, get the loose ball, and kick it away. Nice job. Murphy had 2-on-1. She could have flipped it across. They would have walked in alone. I think she pushed it. That may have been her intention, but she pushed it too far. It wound up going to the net. And again, I wish I knew who the goalie was. She's made a couple of nice plays. They pop it up, and she makes the basket catch right in the middle of the net. Malden kept it in. You know, if you're a Malden player, it's very easy. Practicing, playing, you go in the state tournament, you're now going to be 14-2-1. English 3-11-1, and you wouldn't know it. They're out there working as hard as they possibly can. It's not from lack of effort. These other teams, they have a lot of kids that play soccer year-round. English doesn't have that kind of talent. And they got kids that are having fun. There's no animosity. Nobody's yelling at each other. Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? They're not scoring. And it's a long time between wins. But they stay at it. And that's the hard part. You know, I've mentioned this before. If you're a senior, soccer is not your career. You're not going to play professional soccer. So you could say, I'm going to go get a job. I'm going to raise some money. I got to go to college. I need money for a student loan. And Coach McNeil, thank you, but no thank you. Maybe work 2 jobs. When these kids show up, they work hard, they go at it. They don't quit. They're working as hard now as when the score was 0-0. Malden got 4 in each of the halves. Susan De Leon Pays and Beatrice T. Oliveira Segato each got a hat trick. Erica San Miguel Campos and Noah Choyiki got the other 2. A free kick by Melissa Zayas from about the 20-yard line, 25-yard line, from a little bit of a left angle. Put it right in the middle of the net. The goaltender, Audrey Carlton, saw it coming, expected a very big bounce. It did bounce, but it short hopped her and went right between the wickets into the net, and English had a goal. Zay is still working hard. Zayas pushes it by. Couldn't get around the defense, and they block it and knock it out. We're in the closing moments. They knock it deep. And they knock Welton, Zaheen, Biondi, they all knock it away. Goaltender comes way out of the net, takes it, kicks it away. I think that might be Gamboni in net. I don't know that for sure. And we're winding down, and now, as I say, winding down, they blow the whistle, and that's going to do it. So Malden got out quickly. They got 4 in the first half. They get 4 in the second half. Zayas, Melissa Zayas, gets the goal, so English avoids the shutout. Beatrice T. Oliveira Segato, along with Susan De Leon Pays, get hat tricks for Malden. Malden is going to go to 14-2-1. English will drop to 3-12-1 as Malden wins it over Lynn English by a score of 8-1. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.